Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback still with the football. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Running right through tacklers. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Defense not pressing this time. Looks right for a quick completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They've got him down out near the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's a quick grab.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. They're going to run it here. He shreds the tackle.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Sampson. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. They can't stop him. He steps out of bounds, a solid return, and a great play to set up his offense here.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The tight end has got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Makes a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking right. This one caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And one final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Sampson. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. Just ran away from the defense.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Rojas. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
The Buffaloes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Lets it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
3rd down play for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Colorado offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So incomplete pass on second down, sets up a 3rd and inches. Caught quickly. Physical run earns the first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they converted, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Quick throw, the catch is made. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs. And they get set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn and your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off. Gets some space around the 30. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play where they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Sampson. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Then the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And here's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense now. Can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option and to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Rojas. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Running back has it on a screen now. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
We'll try to run it with the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll toss it to the back. Receivers are bunched together. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Sampson. That pass is caught. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Guys come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Ohio State. Will take the lead in the second half. Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Play action here on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down. Now they'll run a draw play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They weren't surprised at all. They make a great play.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field, it's Sampson. Throw to the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Always looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game, or he's going to cost his team a game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch downfield. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 32. And the Buffaloes begin a new series here, first and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Still no answer for this offense. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out, the football is free. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, and that play ends in a complete disaster for the offense. A fumble on a 2-point conversion. You have to protect the ball much better than that.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who makes the grab? And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Breaks loose at the 40. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Finding space at the 20. The Buckeyes move into the red zone. First down, why not keep it on the ground? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. And the quarterback dropping back. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. He'll hand it off.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. It's a fake. Can he make it? Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. They pass on the field goal try. The first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Second and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Looking to pass here. That'll be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. No idea what he was trying to do there, but the end result is going to be a safety. Wow. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both